flight, I tripped over a little girl by the gate. Watch where you're sitting, I snapped. She smiled up at me and whispered, don't take that flight. Go home. Something's waiting for you. I tripped over a little girl sitting by the gate. My coffee spilled. Briefcase hit the floor. Watch where you're sitting, I snapped. She was maybe 6. Blonde pigtails. Holding a stuffed rabbit. She smiled up at me. Don't take that flight. Go home. Something's waiting for you. I stared at her. What? Go home. Trust me. A woman rushed over. I'm so sorry. She wanders off. The woman grabbed the girl's hand, pulled her away. I stood there, heart pounding. The boarding call came. Final boarding for flight 237 to Chicago. I looked at my ticket, then at the gate, then at the little girl. She was watching me, still smiling. Something about her eyes. I turned around, walked away from the gate. The woman at the counter called after me. Sir, last call. I kept walking, got to the parking garage, hands shaking, called my assistant. Cancel the meeting. I'm not coming. What? This is the biggest deal. I said, cancel it. I hung up, drove home, 20 minutes. The whole way, I kept thinking about that girl. Her smile, her certainty. Something's waiting for you. I pulled into my driveway. My wife's car was there. She should be at work. I sat in my car for a minute, then I went inside. The house was quiet. Rachel? No answer. I walked upstairs, heard sounds from the bedroom. My stomach dropped. I opened the door. My wife, in our bed, with my business partner, Marcus. They both froze. Rachel screamed, grabbed the sheet. Marcus jumped up. Dave, this isn't. Get out. Dave, let me explain. Get out. He grabbed his clothes, ran. Rachel was crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I stood there, numb. How long? 6 months. 6 months. The Chicago deal. Marcus had been pushing it for 6 months, insisting I fly out today, close it in person. He wanted me gone. I looked at Rachel. At the bed we'd shared for 8 years. Pack your things. Dave, please. You have an hour. She started sobbing. I walked out, went to the kitchen, sat at the table. My phone rang. Marcus, I answered. Dave, I can explain. The Chicago deal. You set it up. Silence. You wanted me out of town, so you could. It wasn't like that. How much of the company were you planning to take? More silence. I found the documents, Marcus. Last week, the ones transferring 40% of my shares to you. His breathing changed. I was going to confront you in Chicago, at the meeting, in front of the investors. Dave, but now I don't have to, because I have something better. I pulled out my phone, started recording. Tell me again how long you've been sleeping with my wife. I'm not. Tell me how you forged my signature on those transfer documents. Silence. Or I call the SEC right now. Wire fraud, forgery, corporate theft. You can't prove. I have the documents. The real ones and your forgeries. My lawyers had them for 3 days. I heard him breathing, fast, panicked. What do you want? Your resignation, effective immediately. You walk away from the company with nothing. That's insane. Or I press charges. You choose. Long pause. Fine. Email it to the board in the next hour. The next hour. I hung up. Rachel came downstairs. 2 suitcases. Where will I go? I don't care. Dave, please. We can work through this. You've been sleeping with my business partner for 6 months while planning to steal my company. Her face went white. I didn't know about the company, but you knew about today. You knew he wanted me in Chicago. She looked away. Get out. She grabbed her bags, walked to the door, turned back. How did you know to come home? I thought about the little girl, her smile, her certainty. Someone warned me. Who? I didn't answer. Rachel left. I sat in the quiet house, pulled out my phone, searched local news, found it. Flight 237 to Chicago. Mechanical failure. Emergency landing. No injuries. The flight I was supposed to be on. I stared at the article. Then I remembered something else. The little girl's stuffed rabbit. It had a name tag. Emma, my daughter's name. The daughter Rachel and I lost 5 years ago. She would have been 6 this year. I walked to the mantle, picked up Emma's photo. Same blonde pigtails, same smile. My hands started shaking. I'd spent 5 years trying to save my marriage after we lost her, never knowing my wife had already moved on and my daughter had reached across.